Have you ever stopped to think about what makes a fighter jet's systems work flawlessly? Or what keeps a surgical robot perfectly steady? Well, the answer is this hidden layer of code, written by a company you've probably never heard of, that lives in a world where failure just isn't an option.
I mean, really think about it. When a system is so important that one tiny glitch could be catastrophic, who do you actually trust to write that code? This isn't the kind of software you just download from an app store, that's for sure. No, this is something else entirely. It's like a silent, invisible engine that powers our most critical technology. So the answer to that question takes us into the fascinating world of embedded systems. Now, these aren't your typical computers. They are specialized, dedicated systems that are built directly into the hardware of, well, everything, from our cars to medical scanners. And for more than 40 years, one private company has been quietly dominating this whole high-stakes field. And that company is Green Hills Software. They were founded way back in 1982 by Dan O'Dowd and Carl Rosenberg. And from the very beginning, their whole focus has been on building the operating systems and the programming tools for these absolutely critical embedded systems. But here's where their story gets really interesting. It's not some simple, straight line of steady growth. Not at all. Their entire identity was forged at this pivotal moment, a real fork in the road that sent them down a completely different path from, well, pretty much the rest of the tech industry. So for years, Green Hills actually had a 99-year partnership with their biggest competitor, a company called Wind River Systems. But in 2005, that all just blew up. It ended with a lawsuit, and after that split, the two biggest players in the game went in radically different directions. And this split created this incredibly clear divide. You had Wind River, and most of the industry, jumping on the open source train. Stuff like Linux, where the code is out there for everyone to see and work on. Green Hills? They did the exact opposite. They basically said, no way. They argued that for something like national security, you just can't trust open code. So they made this huge bet on their own private, locked-down, high-security software. I mean, talk about a contrarian move, right? But Green Hills, they just doubled down. They bet their entire future on being the most secure, most reliable option, period. And that bet, well, it led to an achievement that has never been matched. Okay, so to really get what they pulled off, you need to know about something called the Evaluation Assurance Level, or EAL for short. Think of it as a global benchmark for software security. It's a rating from 1 to 7 on just how rigorously a system has been designed and tested. For really critical infrastructure, you might see a rating of, say, EAL 4, and that's already a big deal. But Green Hills, they didn't just aim for a 4 or a 5. They didn't even aim for EAL 6, which was pretty much considered the top of the mountain. No, they went for something that had never been done before, achieving a certification of EAL 6+. Let me put that in perspective for you. EAL 6+ is basically the holy grail of software security. It means the code isn't just well written. It has been mathematically proven to do exactly what it says it will do and absolutely nothing else. It is so intensely verified that, even today, it is still the highest security level ever awarded to an operating system. The product that actually did it was their Integrity 178 real-time operating system. Back in 2008, it was officially certified at EAL 6+ high robustness. And who certified it? Oh, just a joint partnership between the NSA and the National Institute of Standards and Technology. Yeah, it was a monumental achievement. So you've got this ultra-secure, world record-holding software. The big question is, where does it actually get used? And the answers are, well, they're as fascinating as they are diverse. Unsurprisingly, it's the bedrock for the world's most demanding fields. We're talking aerospace and defense, automotive safety systems like your brakes and airbags, really complex medical devices, industrial robots, you name it. Basically, if failure could lead to disaster, there's a very good chance Green Hills is inside. And don't think for a second this is just about old legacy systems. Check this out. Their Integrity OS was the software chosen for the Urban Aeronautics Air Mule. That's an unmanned, flying car UAV designed for super complex missions. When you're literally building the future, you need a foundation you can absolutely trust. And here's the thing. They don't just provide the operating system. They provide the entire toolkit. So let's break it down real quick. Their real-time OS, or RTOS, that's the core brain. Their compilers are like universal translators. They turn code into instructions the machine can understand. And their IDEs and debuggers, That's the digital workshop where developers actually build and perfect the software. But here's a fun curveball for you. Their influence goes way beyond just these life or death applications. Their multi-development environment was actually chosen by Nintendo as the official toolchain for making games for the Wii U console. It's a wild testament to just how powerful and efficient their tools are, even when the stakes are just a little bit lower. So from military jets all the way to video game consoles, it all comes back to that one single focused strategy. The entire story of Green Hills is really the story of one big, gutsy bet. This is their own tagline, and honestly, it's not just marketing fluff. By rejecting that whole open source trend and dedicating themselves to creating provably secure software, they made themselves indispensable. That massive bet on security, it paid off big time, making them the invisible but absolutely essential foundation for so much of our modern world. And that leaves us with a really critical question, especially for the world we live in today. The Green Hills story highlights this fundamental tension in technology. As software continues to eat the world, what do we value more? Is it the rapid, anything-goes innovation of open source, or is it the guaranteed absolute security of a locked-down system? The answer to that is probably going to define our future.